with a couple of things I've liked for my lessons in the past. The first one is on Travis picking, which I think is a good foundation for finger picking in general, and I think finger picking is really rewarding for a lot of guitarists, and it's not as hard as it looks. So, especially when it can be broken down, and I'll show you how I build through Travis picking step by step. So you start with that bouncing bass, just on a D chord, so I can do the top 4 strings. And then once they've got this down, and then the next step, then they can start doing stuff with 2 strings at once. And then you can start throwing in some third finger stuff and pinky stuff. Sounds like folk. So I wouldn't go through it that fast with them, but you can see how building on it step by step, it becomes something that they can do without too much struggle and too much time. I'll show you another thing I like to do. For starters, when you're first learning chords, I like to focus on something I call, well, I just would say it's lack of wasted motion in terms when you're changing chords. So your average student, if you tell them to play a play a G, and then go to a C, it's going to look like this. They're going to play the G, if they can get that much, and then they're going to go. You know, and so I teach students to visualize the route for each finger so that they don't take their whole hand off and then try to put it down finger by finger. So if you're playing a G to a C, you can see, well, okay, this finger is going to go over here, this finger is going to go down here, and this one's going to come down right here, and this is coming off. And so it takes a little bit of work in the beginning, but so they get all their fingers moving at the same time instead of just taking it off and going over. So I'll teach it like if they're going from C to D, I'll show them that these 2 fingers are just going right down like that, and you bring this guy around at the same time. So instead of going C, D, which is typical, hopefully they'll go. And so it's more efficient.